final question in this segment. What are you doing right now in markets? If people listen to the first 8 minutes of this conversation, it can sound pretty scary at times. What are you doing, Rick?
So, quite frankly, this is a more uncertain environment. I have to say, I still think equities are going higher. That being said, you have some of this, when I read corporate earnings reports and I see, gosh, we can't get enough product in, we're having a hard time getting labor in, it does mute what was on the way to be explosive earnings growth, explosive top line revenue growth. So we still like equities largely because we think rates and fixed, much of fixing them, there are parts of fixing them which are still attractive. But I still think equities make some sense. I think you got to bring down your expectations. I think still being long makes sense, where you use a lot of convexity to manage the size of that length. And but then, we're shifting some of the areas where companies we think have pricing power, companies, some of these tech companies, some of the healthcare companies, not as sensitive to the labor cost acceleration or inability to hire people. But I still think equities are going higher. But I have to say, some of what we've seen today play out and we've seen over the last few weeks does mute a little bit of where we think the near-term upside is.